I'm Clark, and today you'll be learning about me in fives. The five aspects that define me, with my five names: Augustus for the Emperor, Clark because Raphael for my holier than thou counterpart, Polito for my mom, and Rodriguez for my dad. My five main interests, starting with game and game development. I always keep up with what's happening in this industry as it's encompassed most of my childhood. Also thanks to the YouTube Shorts guy. Tech, development, and primarily PC building. As also a big part of my childhood, it's my main driving force for joining and staying in the program that is computer science. F1 or racing in general, it's something I rejected at first and didn't outright get, but I needed some kind of sport in my life. So I chose the most expensive one. Otaku culture. And because thanks to pandemic, I've been busy keeping up with a lot of what is deemed otaku culture, such as anime, manga, novels, and primarily video games from Japanese franchises. Collectibles. From my childhood, I primarily collected Legos, loved building, and just shifted to figures for now. Just because I like have seen something represent something that I like. It also is a way for me to catalog my interests in life from Marvel to Star Wars to now anime. My five games: Final Fantasy 14, because did you know? To be real though, I've been quite hyper focused on this game for the past month, and it's changed a lot of what I changed a lot of my expectations when it comes to game storytelling and how you can keep players engaged. I just generally really enjoy playing the game, no matter what I'm doing. There's always something to do, which is not which turns me off in a lot of other games when there's nothing to do. Final Fantasy 16, on the other hand, is just a great ARPG, action RPG, akin to Devil May Cry, as people popularly compared it to. I just loved playing it. It was so enjoyable to play, and it had a really good story that came along with it. Final Fantasy 7, on the other hand, I didn't get at first. I played the first remake, didn't enjoy it too well, replayed it again to celebrate the next remake that came out. As I was playing through this next remake, I realized it was more of the story that kept me coming back. I was wondering to myself why I replayed the first remake three times. Because I really enjoyed the story. The characters meant a lot to me at the end of each game, and each character was written really well and had their own time, had their own quests and whatnot. Made you really understand what drove them. And Elden Ring, just to put it simple, this game changed my life. Changed how I changed how I handled difficulties and whatnot outside of the game itself. And with the DLC coming that I haven't gotten to try. Lord help me.
Elden Ring DLC.
God of War, the old games and the new games, primarily the new games since I played those with more memory, they're just a really fun game, a really fun story to follow along with, a really deep story once you really read into it, really grim one as well. And it was also one of the games that my father introduced to me and helped me bond with him more. Now the next one, my five main time eaters, just the One Piece anime and manga. When you have 1,000 and more chapters of a really good story, it really changes you. The next one is the Monogatari series, primarily the novels right now. Keeping up with those. Fun read. Streamers, YouTube or Twitch. Just I always need something on the side when I'm doing something. Gaming, and because it keeps my head running. I always want to keep my head running. And sleeping, because who would reject sleeping? The more you get older, the more you want sleep. And just to ground, just to ground everything and finalize everything for the fifth facet that defines me. My five goals, starting with graduating. It's just the story locking main quest. Something I want to finish. Something I have to finish. I want to achieve independence after that, be it financial or general independence. I would just like the ability to stand alone safely. And giving back to my family. Being unable to continue the chain of doctors and others in the medical field, in my family, I chose to simply be able to give back all the blessings my parents gave me and make their lives easier when I'm ready. And lastly, I just want to work to continue enjoying what I have now. Since I recognize that what I have now is just from the hard work of my parents and not my hard work in full. I would just like to be able to work to achieve that independence, like I said earlier, just so I can keep enjoying them when I'm on my own. And those were 5 things about me. Thanks.